Hello and welcome back to Super Meat Boy. It's another one of those videos I thought would probably never happen. This is the Rapture in the Dark World, but as I'm sure you've already noticed, this is only part 1 of 2. And sure, many of you are thinking, you know, deja vu all over again. It's going to be another 3 months until part 2 comes out. This is not my intention, and I'm going to do my best to make sure that that does not happen. But as with the first time I recorded the Cotton Alley, most of the levels in the Dark World of the Rapture are beyond the scope of my expertise, so it's a little bit of a challenge for me to get them all in one go. Instead, I'm gonna, give this shit the Deathly Hallows treatment and turn it into a two-parter when it, really is probably better served as a one-parter. Not that, I'm ragging on the Harry Potter franchise or anything. In any case, this is just not a way for me to double my views. It's just a way for me to actually keep my sanity during this recording process, because these levels, as I say in almost every single video like this, are exceptionally challenging. And more than that, actually, they're exceptionally challenging to do while you're recording as well, because for whatever reason, whenever I add any more load on my computer while I'm playing Super Meat Boy, be it recording software or, instant messaging, the physics completely change. The magnets start to behave a little differently. The conveyor belts pretty much stop working, and those are probably the most frustrating things to deal with when there's some kind of physics problem going on. But in any case, here it is. It got done, for better or for worse. Hopefully for better. And this is gonna probably be the last set of videos I do, at least until Super Meat World comes out, which should be coming out as of the time of this publishing, within a week or two, so I'm pretty excited about that. But anyway, let's talk about these levels a little bit. Alabaster is one of those ones where you can kind of trick the game, or do things in a way that it was not meant to be done. It's kind of a mini Let's Break Super Meat Boy, if you will. You'll see again, but at the start, you can actually jump through the hole instead of having to go up the wall using the magnets. Right here I'm just trying to, my best to avoid death, but it did not work. So most of the time you're going to end up going up the wall through that magnet, but sometimes you can slide through the hole, and then that makes getting the key a whole lot easier. Not that that obstacle is particularly difficult. That is the easiest obstacle on the level. But yeah. This level actually gets a lot harder with recording software, because the first conveyor belt goes so slowly, so sometimes you can pretty easily get trapped in between the conveyor belts as they start to break, or as they start to reform. But in any case, I actually got kind of lucky and beat this one on my first time through, which only happened a couple of times on this recording attempt. This level is actually probably the easiest one of the first 10 to do in the Dark World of Rapture. And, it's still quite tricky, as you can see by my failed attempts to complete it there, but the only thing you really have to worry about is the fact that the platforms that disappear come back so fast. The switches do not have a long reset period. And also, when you're going through these 3 saw columns at the end, they all come back at once quite quickly. Downpour, I talk a lot about the positive side of level design in Super Meat Boy. I actually think Downpour is one of the most poorly designed levels in Super Meat Boy, because it just feels like I can't beat the level as fast as I want to, just because the key, you need to hesitate for a minute to let the key on the other side fall in order to get it done. Now, this is the level that I was specifically referring to when I said that the conveyor belt makes you act all weird. You run so much faster when you're on this conveyor belt with any extra load on your computer. Maybe that's just me, but I've had other people tell me that they've been getting the same kind of Minecraft moonwalk glitch as I have. So it was really hard to beat this, because I had lost pretty much any semblance of control that I normally have when I beat that level. And normally that is one of the easier ones in Dark World of the Rapture, but that was by far the hardest one over the course of this recording. This one actually went pretty poorly as well, but this is another one that's probably of middling difficulty. Actually, the second level and third level I consider to be the hardest of at least the first 10 levels of the Dark World of the Rapture, just because I really have not mastered that organic magnet game mechanic, even to this day. Maybe one of these days, I'm sure someone will come out with something so heinous in Super Meat World that I have to become a fucking maestro in order to get through it properly. And this is another one that's really not all that bad in the whole scheme of things. There's a bandage to be gotten on this level, and in order to get that, you have to get all 4 keys. But if you're only going for Bandage Girl, all you have to get is the second key and the fourth key, because the other one's just unlocked where the bandage would normally be. So as you can see, relative walk in the park for this point in the game. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next half.